So in Baldur's Gate, the Descent into Avernus, you have contracts, these infernal contracts. What do players get out of them, and what do the devils get from them?
So the players can get anything from assistance, they can get items, they can get gold, they can get power. There's even possibility of gaining levels. So depending on what the player wants, the devils are more than willing to supply you with that.
Devils are the worst capitalist opportunists you'll ever meet.
But therein is the temptation, and therein is the problem, because the devils ultimately want your soul and they want your servitude. But they will pave that road with with gold and lovely things. They'll make it as easy for you to walk that slippery slope as possible. And so in the game, there's actually a chart that the DM can track these deals on, who the devil was, who made it with which character in the party. And they also can provide fine print, things that maybe the character doesn't know about. It's like if the character has failed on a roll, or if they don't, they're like, fine, whatever, I'll just sign it. If their back's up against the wall. Characters can also try to get out of death with a deal.
If a character has failed 2 death saves and is about to make their 3rd, an archdevil could basically kind of whisper telepathically in their ear and say, I'll keep you alive. This is what it's going to cost you. And you can make that deal right then and there, and you'll get a natural 20 on your 3rd death save.
I love this.
Someone's going to take it.
So everyone's going to take it.
When you're in the 9 hells, you're in the devil's domain, and they're running that show, and they have control. The archdevils control each of their layers. So when you're on that layer, metaphysically, you are in the palm of their hand. They have absolute control metaphysically over that. So when you are down there, your wildest dreams can come true, but also your darkest nightmares as well. So beware.
Hell is hell, and you want it to feel like hell, where nothing ever goes right and no one really gets what they want.
Right.
Not even the people who rule the place get what they want. That's just the nature of hell.
Right. They have no one they can trust anyways.
Right. There are some mechanisms built into that the DM can use as well to sort of accentuate that idea. Like, bad things can happen when you roll a 1.
You can deal up in levels, you can deal up in power, you can deal up in hit points. Like you can make a deal just about for anything. And the higher the deal is, the more costly it's going to be to you. So the thing of like you go into hell, only those who are really hold and stick to their values can come out of hell unscathed. And that was one of our themes that we had talked about in the story meetings, where it's like the righteous path is the most difficult path. Like if you really want to be righteous, it is going to be hard. It is going to be really difficult even just to get point A to point B, let alone complete the adventure and do what you need to do to save everything. So we were like, you're going to come out scarred. You're going to come out changed. Like, the idea when we talked about Tomb of Annihilation was like, one of the things was if you enter the tomb, you're going to come out different. Like you're going to have a chicken foot, or you're going to have a scar, or you're going to be missing your ear, or something weird's going to happen.
Yeah, no one walks out of the tomb.
No.
Well, at least without a few things missing.
and
most people don't walk out of the tomb.
No, yeah. Most people don't walk out.
So
However,
so this is more psychological stuff, or soul-wise.
Yeah.
Or compromising your character's morality.
Yeah, I see this as kind of like, the Senate. Like you're a congressman or you're a senator, and you're like, I'm going to change things. I'm going to really make a difference. And you go in there with these high ideals, and when you hit the game and you're dealing with these elder devils, they're trying to pull you out of your idealism and corrupt you, and just like, well, take a little money here, or do a little deal there, or do this little thing, or how about this? How about a nice free vacation? And how about a house in the tropics? Like, all that stuff is like, it's innocent. It doesn't feel wrong. But as it accumulates, then you realize, I bought into it. I lost myself. And so that's kind of the vibe. And that has nothing to do with your hit points. and with your, with how powerful you are as a player character, it has to deal with your role playing.
Yeah.
So
your choices.
This is a very heavy role play adventure. So when you go in, the DM we give the DM as many tools as we can about how to role play devils, and give them all these tools and like ways. Here's things devils can offer you, and here's ways that devils can pull. We even have a sheet where it's about devil dealings, and like you mark down the character who made the deal and what deal they made, and like and what the small print is, and who they made it with. And if you accumulate enough of these, like you may not get out. Like your soul may become so heavy that you've either got to be redeemed at the end of it, or all your good buddies leave and you kind of no, and like now I'm a part of this. That this place has kind of seeped into my being and has corrupted it. So we've tried to get that feeling of that hell is a place and that it has an agenda, and that agenda is to take you out of your heroicness and sort of make you become a part of it.